I was watching an interview earlier on with Kanye, and he speaks incredibly highly of you in every time he's asked. I was actually more compelled by, you're heavily credited for sort of discovering Kanye and seeing something in him, again, like Jay-Z, at a time when no one else did.
Say this, I know Dame always aggravated with the thought of everybody else being brought up in his conversation about him. Like, the conversation always go from him to them. I know it can be aggravating at sometimes, but I mean, when you created these people, then you have to, I guess, like, give you an assessment on how you did it. You know what I'm saying?
He has become this brand now, and he stretches across multiple industries in an unbelievable way, in culture and art, in fact, all these things. He's up on my wall upstairs. I've actually got a painting from his show where he had that levitating stage. But what did you see in him back then that to be responsible for the monolith that he is today? What was it about him? What made him different?
He would listen. Kanye listened. Like, if I said, yo, have cameras with you, he had cameras with you. When he broke his jaw, and I had to send him the equipment, and with that through the wire, with his jaw broke, I remember bringing him to London, and I'd be like, yo, rap. He'd just jump on the table and rap.
Stand-up guy. I mean, no matter how you put it, however he defined it, Kanye actions is speaking up for what they ain't talking about right now. He's a stand-up guy. He's standing up for us. He's standing up for life. He's standing up for integrity. He's standing up for opinion. He's standing up for, like, the list goes on and on, man. Y'all just gotta peep him out, check out, see what he talking about. Go look into it.
And the thing about when you say I discovered Kanye, yeah, but I gave everyone in Rockefeller the same exact opportunity. I fought for Kanye and protected Kanye. I did that for every single artist. He just chose to do and take the opportunity and the protection and run with it until he didn't need anymore. And no one else did.
What is his brilliance in your assessment?
That he's so confident in his dreams that they happen, period. But
a man confident on anything that he do, and he's confident on speaking on it. He's not confident on speaking on Jay-Z. He's not, because that was one of his children that disappointed him. No disrespect to Jay-Z. I'm just saying that was in his aspect of helping Jay-Z career. Jay-Z career was Dame's child, and it disappointed him. So he don't speak on him with no type of nothing, like nothing. It's always ill regret, like it's always, But with Kanye, it's a different story. He see and he know, but he just can't say too much because, come on, man.
But what y'all might not realize about Kanye, and I'll probably leave it at that way, is that my personal experience with him, just watching him move around, is that he's completely committed to what he's giving you. Every single second until he passes out, he's working. He doesn't have a personal life that I've seen. Every second's devoted to art. And it's insanity as well. He said it. He's like, yo, I'm Dame Dash with a whole lot of money. And he is. But, the thing is, he has a whole lot of money because he talks and works with corporate. But look how it triggers him. You know what I mean? So what it means is no matter how much money you make, if there's still somebody impeding on your art, you're going to be unhappy. And that's why my advice is always to do it on your own. Just for the happiness value of it. Fuck the money. If we all said forget the money, we'd make so much more.
Probably not in the short term though, right?
But in the mean,
He not understanding. Man, mindset. You say fuck the money, now you saying love the people. Fuck the money, love the people. We get the money in hand on the back end. Come on, man. Once we come together, the sky's the limit, my guy. Come on, my guy. Pay attention, man.
time you're having mad fun. When you're working on your dream, money doesn't matter. If you really truly love what you're doing, if you're doing it for the love of the art, you ain't really worried about the money in that moment. As long as you can continue to do it.
There's a trade-off though, isn't there? And I've experienced that in my life, and it's kind of what you were speaking to there
It's
with
the business side of you that keeps talking because you still love money.
me.
Yeah.
My point exactly. I ain't even had to say it. I was just about to say it. That's why I paused. Dude, speaking from a mindset of everybody else, you don't see the bigger picture. You looking at, well, I mean, hey, niggas brain on some business shit right now. No. You have the conversation and let it flow and let it do what it do. It's gonna narrate itself. It's gonna narrate itself there. Like, but you rushing it, you forcing it. Come on, man. All right, he look. He disgusted with it now. He gonna continue it because he probably got paid to do the interview. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, it's like, come on, dude. Like, I thought you was, you're not from the United States. Y'all think differently. I'm trying to side note, give you some chin trying to hit. Come on, man. Y'all gotta wake up, pay attention.
I do love money, to be fair.
That's why you're conflicted.
Yeah. And I think I've taken investment in all the companies I've started. No, not these days, but
Sounded like
before.
you have.
Yeah. In the last 10
And it
years.
sounds like it gets you uninspired. But that's why when we spoke offline and you said, I quit my job, I was like, didn't you just say you sold a company? How could you still call it a job?
Yeah, I saw the
Once
job
it's
as
a job, it's not fun no more. I don't got a job.
When you look at these people, so in Kanye, case, I don't want to talk about him beyond this point, but obviously it's made him a billionaire. The trade-off you're speaking to is that, he's had these frictions with the corporations and stuff like that, but puts him in a position now where he can, as he is doing, go it alone, be an independent.
All I'm saying is, regardless of what, it ends up in war. So if you get either way, either you're gonna have to walk away from your company or go to war. One of the two. Correct?
Yeah. Most of the time for
So
a lot
who
of
the fuck
founders,
wants
yeah.
to do that?
Yeah. If you look at Steve Jobs with
Now
Apple.
look at you.
He got fired from Apple.
Let's
as
talk
well.
about you.
Yeah.
So it
Mine
sounds
ended
to
in
me like you went public and got uninspired.
Yeah. Lost control.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You gave away your control for money.
Yeah.
Why would you give your freedom? Think about this, right? So when slavery became in America illegal, everyone that had slaves were still lawmakers that used to have slaves. They still were passing laws. So can you imagine this conversation? What are we gonna do now? We don't have slaves. Well, we have to make it where they're slaves, but they don't know it. How do we do that? Well, let's suppress them and let's make them fight each other. So every time one kills, we get one killed, and then one goes to jail. We get 2 for 1. Plus, they all have kids. They have kids. So now they don't have parents. They're disenfranchised. So now the kids do the same exact.
Bring it back.
So if you get either way, either you're gonna have to walk away from your company or go to war. One of the two. Correct?
Yeah. Most of the time for
So
a
who
lot
the
of
fuck
founders,
wants
yeah.
to do that?
Yeah. If you look at Steve Jobs with
Now
Apple.
look at you.
He got fired from Apple.
Let's
as
talk
well.
about you.
Yeah.
So it
Mine
sounds
ended
to
in-
Look, you're not talking about nobody else. Them guys not in this room. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about your plan, the plan, executing, why you fucked up, why you did this, why you did that. Let's speak on it. Let's talk about it. We having conversation. It ain't just about me. I'm here to interview, but I'm also here to be interviewed and to interview to see who I can do my next endeavor with. Come on, man.
like you went public and got uninspired.
Yeah. Lost control.
Exactly.
yeah.
You gave away your control for money.
Yeah.
Why would you give your freedom? Think about this, right? So when slavery became in America illegal, everyone that had slaves were still lawmakers that used to have slaves. They still were passing laws. So can you imagine this conversation? Yo, what are we gonna do now? We don't have slaves. Well, we have to make it where they're slaves, but they don't know it. How do we do that? Well, let's suppress them and let's make them fight each other. So every time one kills, we get one kill, and then one goes to jail. We get 2 for 1. Plus, they all have kids. They have kids. So now they don't have parents. They're disenfranchised. So now the kids do the same exact thing because they have nobody to lead them. You understand what I'm saying? It's just the plan to make us think we're winning when we're losing. But what we really do is we give away our freedom. So what happens is you commit a crime, you hurt your brother, and now legally you're in chains. You're put in a cage and you're working for slave wages. And now, instead of slave master or master, it's warden or CO, or at least that's what we call them in the States. I don't know what they call it's called a correction officer, CO, or warden, whoever runs the jail. It's a plan. So they always trick us into giving away our freedom by dangling a bag.
The bag, though, can
It's
sometimes be
but
very
the
big.
bag doesn't. It's man-made. Money is man-made. The value of money is made based on what a man says.
And look, I'm gonna leave the video right here, and I'm gonna let y'all go check it out. Dame Dash speaking on some hot topics. He's speaking on some hot things. He's speaking on a whole lot of stuff that if you are an entrepreneur, just like all this past videos or interviews or whatever you want to call them, documentaries, the man, he giving you insight on, let's go do that shit. All right, now put something in front of you. All right, write it down. Now go to the store and buy it. Now go online and order it. Go do this so you can have something tangible to be like, look, this is the idea, and this is the tangible idea. This is the tangible thing. It's off of this. That's all it is, man. So this your boy Curtis, the nigga that you heard this. Live from the NO here, man. The neighborhood hustle, man, trying to make it pump again. Y'all stay tuned, man, for Curtis, the Nervous Reactions.
But real currency is love, and that's God made. So why would you listen just logically to man?